Can you be both concise and nice in your business writing at the same time? Definitely we can do it, and our power words for this are going to be our verbs. I'm Erin Lebacqz, this is High Value Writing. Thanks for joining me as we investigate how to be both concise and nice simultaneously in the same sentence, all because of really powerful, impactful verbs. Now, people ask me in classes, hey Erin, how do I do both at the same time? They say, I work really hard to write a concise sentence, and then I get ready to send it maybe in an email, and I think, ooh, does it sound too harsh now, too cold, too direct? And so what do? They add a second sentence to be nice. It's a good instinct, but now we're not being as concise, but more nice, right? Well, guess what? We can do it all at once by leaning into really intentional verbs. But it's not just going to be any verb. We are not talking about to be verbs here. These verbs do not help you be concise, and they do not help you connect with your readers. And yet you may find that you use them often. They're the most commonly used verbs. Here's a review on why to avoid those if your goal is concision. Here, our goal is concision and connection. And what we need for both of those are visual verbs, verbs that a reader can see, imagine, remember, verbs like apply, lead, discuss. So let's take a look at how really focusing on these powerful visual verbs can help us accomplish our two goals of many messages at once, being concise and making a connection. Okay, example here. Let's start with a non-concise sentence. And you know what? You often realize a sentence is not going to be concise when you see a slow lead-in like this. It has been found that, I wonder what the topic is, we still don't know. Our onboarding process, oh, there it is in need of some updates. It took a while to get the message out. Visual verbs to the rescue. They can help us be more concise, what we're looking at here first. Just a reminder, it's really helpful when you want to be concise to lead with who's doing something, what are they doing. Here's a quick review of that trick for writing concisely, but you see it in these examples too. Let's update our onboarding process. Our onboarding process needs to be updated. Update and needs, those are the kind of verbs we can imagine, and they do the work of so many other verbs. We don't have to say is in need of. We can just say, let's update. So take a look. If you found a slow lead-in in your sentence or a lot of to-be verbs, you might want to try this visual verb trick. Okay, so what about the connection, right? Well, visual verbs accomplish that too. That's why they're kind of a twofer. We get to do two things at once here. And this example comes from a real class. Okay, non-concise sentence. It is the season for our holiday food drive, and you are invited to participate. It takes a while to go by, but I also don't really feel the connection. It's not really concise, and it's also not really connecting with me. Well, I had someone in class recently tell me that every year the place he works does a food drive. All the past years, the information was written up as, hey, donate to support the community. For him, the word donate really never got him that connection. One year, though, they said, help kids, and help was what did it for him, and he donated right away. So words like help and support that create the connection in this example. Help kids in the community by supporting the food drive or focusing on the donations themselves. Your donations matter. Last year, our team funded all these great things, right? So let's look at how we can do both steps in a row to first make wordy writing concise and then make it nice, but without adding a second sentence, right? All right, non-concise sentence where we often begin, it has been identified that our committee would benefit from receiving your feedback. Well, I can put who and what in the front and use a visual verb. Who's doing something? The committee. What are they doing? Wanting our feedback. The committee wants your feedback. Super concise, and it's polite too, but we could go a step further with the nice part, change the verb. The committee invites your feedback. It's still a visual verb, but now it has the tone that I wanted. So notice you can accomplish the clarity and concision, but then identify the tone that you wanted to meet your goals and write the best for your audience. All right, if you like these kind of practical, easy to apply tips, you might want to check out the High Value Writing Workbook. It's full of them. It has 5 chapters on being clear, concise, and actionable, and 5 more chapters on being connected and relational. All right, thanks for viewing and watching and hanging in. Let me know in the comments if you have a question. See you soon.